Hi, this is Sean, and this channel's called Wolf Dog Moon. Today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of the Memphis Wrestling Promotion Championship Wrestling from the United Wrestling Network. If you like this kind of content, smash that like button. Subscribe to our channel for more. Ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below and share with your friends. Alright, let's get into this. Alright, so if you've watched our previous reviews of the Memphis Wrestling, then you know how this is going to go. We're essentially breaking down, doing a spoiler-free review of the different wrestling shows that they do on the Memphis Wrestling YouTube channel. So we will leave a link down below that you can follow, and so that you can catch the action. Now, similar to our other series where we're going back to the beginning of the year, so we can catch up on the action. This particular episode will be on the latest episode that aired on 10/23/22. So again, follow the link down below in the description. So let's get into this. So if you've not seen this promotion, you're in for a treat. They do pro wrestling the right way. And if you are like us, and you like wrestling, and you like when it's called wrestling, and you like when the wrestlers are called pro wrestlers and not something else, then you're in for a treat, because that's what this is produced as. Now, let's get into this. So, in the first match, we have Sergio Santana. He's like a hard-nosed looking guy, and he has a lot of tenacity, and basically he's a guy that's kind of up and coming, and he's looking for a win, and he's taking on Merciless Lord Crew, who is accompanied by a very colorful character called Austin Body. And so what's cool about this promotion, if you've not seen it, is it's free. First of all, it's family friendly, and it's fun action, and it's also wrestling. It feels like wrestling. They're doing all the moves. They're doing enziguris. They're doing leapfrogs. They're doing cross bodies. They're doing back body drops. They're doing it all. They're doing back breakers, dragon sleepers, spine busters, drop kicks, tombstone pile drivers. This promotion is awesome. It's fun and it's a good time. Highly recommend you check it out, because you get, definitely in this time that we live in, things can be expensive, and this is a free, fun thing that you can do with your family and have a good old time. So that was the first match, and there was a lot of awesome moves in the match, and so you get some hard-hitting action too. Overall, we consider this show a hidden gem. You can watch it live and comment while they're doing the action. When it airs, this particular episode was at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. So it's something we would definitely encourage you to check out. So in the second match, we had Fidel Bravo, who he was like in gold and black. He had like a retro 70s type style, and he had kind of like an over the top kind of look, in terms of that, with the retro styling. He's got some like metallic type stuff on his outfit and stuff, and so he looked like a real colorful character, and you could tell that the crowd was into what he was doing, and he was taking on Big Hoss. Now this guy, they referred to him as the Grizzled Alpha, and he looked like, he basically was like a cowboy type wrangler, And this dude was big, and he looked mean. He looked nasty, and he even brought into the ring the actual like thick rope and stuff that you would use to like hog tie some, for the rodeo or whatever. And so, another thing that's really cool about this show is you get different body types and stuff. It's not all, just one dimensional kind of thing. You can really get immersed in the action as it plays out and get behind these different colorful characters that they're showing. So, let's see, and so you had some awesome back and forth action in that one. In the next match, you had Levi Shapiro versus Koto Hiro. And now this guy, they referred to him as the Mountain Breaker. And he was like a masked lucha type wrestler with a lot of agility. He was wearing the mask and stuff. It was very colorful. A lot of metallics mixed with, between the gold and yellowish gold and black. He looked pretty cool. And again, if you like wrestling, you're going to get that. And it's done in a fun way. The commentary is great. The commentary focuses in this on the wrestlers and on the action. And the whole presentation, it feels like wrestling the old school way, the way that it makes sense logically, what you're watching and what's taking place before your eyes. So definitely would encourage you to check this out. Again, the links are down below in the description. And what's also cool, is funny too, the commercials. So if you watch it live, you're gonna get the end commercials, like the infomercials and stuff that the Memphis Wrestling does. But if you watch it later, you're gonna get YouTube ads over the top, interspersed between their ads. So you definitely kind of want to catch it live if you can. That's okay if you don't. You can always watch it the other way. You're just gonna have a little bit more ads, but again, this is free, so you're getting some great fun wrestling, family friendly again. And but the commercials that they do show, they're great, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but there is one commercial for the car shield. You'll be cracking up, and you'll know why when you watch it. So they have commercials that you actually would want to watch, which is surprising nowadays. So in the next match, you had they billed him as eye candy, but it had it listed above his name as also beef candy. So this was a real colorful guy. His name was Richie Slade, and he looked kind of like, if you remember John Stamos from Full House, he looked like that guy, but the wrestler version. And this guy looked like a real colorful character. They billed him as he's a former Heritage champ and also a United Wrestling Tag Team champion. So I think he had his tag team or former tag team partner with him, because he was wrestling as a single wrestler versus El Primo Hino, and he was billed from Spain. And this was another cool match. Had a lot of back and forth action, a lot of smooth, fluid moves and stuff. And so you should check that one out. And again, for this event, they're doing all the moves. They're doing all the wrestling moves, like we said before, like the back body drops. You got drop kicks. You have the tombstone pile drivers. You have sit out power bombs. They're doing uranagis. It's awesome. You got awesome action, and it's delivered in a way that it feels like pro wrestling. And so that's cool. Now, in the next segment, they had like a sit-down interview, and with this member of this faction called the Institution. And this was a cool segment. And so check that one out. The wrestler, his name was Jack Banning. So I guess he's part of this faction called the Institution. And so another thing, they actually have this awesome Marines commercial for promoting the Marines, and man, it gives you chills when you see it. I mean, it is got a narrator. He has a deep, scratchy voice, and they're showing the Marines. It's awesome. You gotta check that out too. I mean, they even get the commercials right in this. I can't believe. Again, we would consider this a hidden gem. It's right now it seems like a newer promotion. Originally in the Memphis Wrestling, it was back in the 70s and the 80s. I think Jerry the King Lawler was the one that ran this promotion. And it ended around, the late 80s or early 90s. And now they've brought it back, and they're doing it in a similar way. It feels, this particular one, this Championship Wrestling by Car Shield, it feels like NWA Superstation era. If you remember that era going back, in time, where you had Ric Flair dropping these awesome promos and stuff. This feels like that too. Now, for the main event, what was really cool, this was a really cool treat. You had New Japan Pro Wrestling's Carl Fredericks, who is known as the Alpha Wolf. Now, if you've seen some of our previous spoiler-free reviews, such as the Capital Collision, then you probably know who this guy is. And if you've watched that event, this guy's awesome. He's an up-and-coming star. He's been working his way up the ranks, and he's got tons of tenacity. He doesn't quit. He has an engine that just goes. At times, he's very reminiscent of Sting in the back in the day. And this guy, he does all the moves. He's also got a lot of intestinal fortitude. He just has so much heart when he's wrestling. So he's going against Ricky Shane Page. Now this Ricky Shane Page, he's like a bruiser, brawler looking kind of guy. He looks kind of like he's a street smart or a street wise person. And I guess he's the former heavyweight champion for another promotion called GCW. And so, yeah. They were saying that he is the head of some kind of Ohio association. I think the way it sounded, he's part of some kind of faction. And basically this faction, what they're out to do is to go to these different promotions and basically take them apart. Like they're about causing destruction and taking down wrestlers and taking out their best talent in these different promotions. So that's what this guy Ricky Shane Page is all about. So it's an awesome match. It's got some back and forth, big time moves in action, and so definitely the highlight of this particular show. So you should check that out. So getting to our final thoughts, you can't go wrong with something like this. Again, it's on the Memphis Wrestling YouTube channel. They have so much free content. On our channel, we're going to be going back to, because we just discovered that this week, my son and I. So we're going to go back to the beginning of the year. So we've already started some videos that you can also check out on our channel. And come along with us as we try to catch up by doing the older events and right up to the present ones, but we're also going to do the present ones too, just so we can learn the characters and learn about which wrestlers to get behind, and learn about these dastardly heels and stuff. And so we have on our channel, you just go into, we have a Wrestling Versus series right now, and you can check that out too. But those are on there, and they explain what it's all about. Because basically we're going to do the Car Shield presentations that started out. The first one was the first 1/8/22 of this year, but they have episodic series. So we started out with episode 1, and so we break that down spoiler free too. So we're trying not to spoil anything, and what we want you to do is go watch the episodes and that we're doing the spoiler review on, and you can come back to our channel and we can talk about it down in the comments and stuff and have a good old time. So you're welcome to come along with this on this ride with us, and it'll be fun, and we can make it interactive and stuff. So stay tuned for that. So that probably about covers it all. So in the meantime, we hope that this video finds you having an amazing day. And again, all the links will be down below in the description, and feel free to give us a subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on our next upload. And we hope that you have a blessed day. Signing out.